Well, good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are tuning in from. Welcome to our special Saturday ILCA overview and public crypto talk. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnie DeCasa, and I will be your humble hostess for today. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand there are so many different things that you can be doing with your time. My goodness, it's an early Saturday morning. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say, it always makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. And when I tell you, mwah, this is definitely the place you want to be, I absolutely mean that. Why? Because here we are learning. We are growing and we are becoming more financially literate. And in today's day and age, my goodness, thank you. And in today's day and age, my goodness, if you are not financially literate, you are in trouble. So when I say this is a safe, healthy and happy place for you to get educated in cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and beyond, this is absolutely where you need to be. And all these wonderful people know that. And I am talking about our phenomenal community. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. It is always so good to not only see you guys, but to feel that positive energy that is coming off of you. So you should know the routine by now. As you come in, type your name and where you are from in that chat box. That way I get a chance to tell everybody who is here on the Zoom call with us today. And if you have the opportunity, turn on your cameras. One of the best parts about us being on a call like this is that we get a chance to see all your faces and all those wonderful smiles. So I'm going to go ahead and start saying hello to everybody now. First up is the beautiful Miss Rita B coming on in from San Diego. Hello, Queen. She says, beautiful morning, everyone. Thank you so very much for being here. I see we have the wonderful Miss Catherine Clement. Hello, Empress. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here. It is always good to see you. Of course, the beautiful Miss Melanie Davis is here representing Chicago. Hello, Queen. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here and for being a part of our community. Of course, my man, his name is CJ Jackson. What's going on, sir? Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sir. He is representing Arizona. It is always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I see we have the beautiful Miss Janelle Appling is coming on in, and she is representing Colorado. Hello, Queen. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. It is always good to see you. Of course, my main man, his name is Clairvo. Hi, Clairvo. How are you? He is coming on in from Connecticut. Thank you so much for being here with us, sir. Of course, my friend, his name is Nathan Hansberger. Hi, Nathan. How are you? Nathan is coming on in live from Las Vegas, Nevada, where we will be in 4 days. Nathan, I hope to see you there. It is so good to have you in our community. There is Demetrius. Hi, baby. Mwah. It's been a minute. It is so good to see you here. Thank you so much for being a part of our community, Queen. Of course, we have the Queen of Canada. Her name is Miss Judy Emdom. Hello. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here with us today. Okay, you guys, we're at the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and get our party started. Again, thank each and every one of you for joining us on our Super Saturday ILCA overview and public crypto talk. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnie DeCasa, and I am your humble hostess for today. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out, share this information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right, all right. Thank you for that introduction, Miss Casa. And I got to give it back to her. I mean, talk about being consistent. I don't even have to talk to her and get in contact with her before we do these. She's there. She shows up. She knows on cue. when to get started, and she's been doing that consistently now for the last couple of years with us. And ILCA is 3 years old. So I just want to give her that shout out. Not only is she my cousin, but she's also my executive assistant and one of the key pieces of ILCA. And we thank you guys for being here today on this Saturday. Unfortunately, in LA, it's a little gloomy, almost like June gloom already. But we're going to have a great day today. I promise you, we're going to keep this short and sweet because this is Memorial Day weekend. For those of you that's on vacation, you're traveling. We're about to head out as well to Vegas coming up. And what we're going to be doing today is Thursday night's late night crypto talk. We kind of covered our partnership program for ILCA. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about what ILCA is, and then I'm going to bring Ms. Casa back up. I'm just going to talk about the two events that we are headed to going on the road next weekend in Chicago in July. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to do crypto talk. So those of you who are looking at wanting to join our community or want to see if there any value here, you'll see what we're really about. It's more than just crypto courses that you can sit down and watch a video. It's a community, it's a daily learning. And we do this all together. And right now we're covering something called social engineering scams, where people are getting scammed millions and millions of dollars and billions industry wide through scams. And if you're in this space, you got to know how to avoid them and what to watch out for. And we're covering a series on that. We're going to try to finish it, that one article today. So, and then we're going to be out of here. You guys can enjoy the rest of your weekend. So, with that, let's talk about ILCA. This has been a memorable week in more ways than one. But one of the main things is that Bitcoin has hit an all-time high 3 times this past week. And this is very rare. We're talking about a project that got started in 2009 and went from pennies all the way up to $111,000 a coin. That is insane. It's unheard of. For our diamond class, I told you guys I was going to go back to try to find the very first purchase of Bitcoin that I ever did on Coinbase, and I realized I had two Coinbase accounts. So one of mine, I did a $20 purchase. It was September of 2016, and I made multiple small purchases, and then I moved them to a different wallet. And now I'm investigating myself to see because I wasn't crypto educated at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. So I don't know what wallet I sent it to. I see the wallet address, but I don't know. I got to go try to see if I have that private key, if I even wrote down the private key because I didn't know the seed phrase on that day. I didn't know. So I might have a wallet out there sitting with Bitcoin sitting in it from 2016 that I forgot about. And so the hunt is on for that one. But I did. I bought 3 Bitcoin in 2016 for, and it was like $640 a piece. I sold those same 3 Bitcoin in December 2016 for $870 a piece for Christmas presents. And I thought I won because Bitcoin had gone up a little bit. 1 year later, Bitcoin was worth $20,000 a coin, December 17th, 2017. Reached an all-time high. The entire world was flipping out over this. It was Bitcoin mania during those days. But then in 2018, it drastically went the other way and started coming all the way down. And all the critics were claiming that Bitcoin was dead and gone. It was a scam. It's a pump and dump. It's cowrie shells and all this. Yet I made more money when the market was going down than when it was going up. And because of that, companies started to approach me to ask if I could consult with them and teach crypto education. And one company asked if I could create crypto courses. And that's where the entire idea of creating educational content came about. And that first company at that time, also, we put on the very first Bitcoin boot camp. And guess where it was? Chicago, Illinois. Some of you on here was there, like Melanie Davis. She was in that room the very first Bitcoin boot camp we did with that company in 2018. And so we created crypto educational courses to help people navigate this space because I learned two things that completely changed my career path. One, that blockchain technology, which is the technology Bitcoin is riding on top of, blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today, whether you like it or not, believe it or not, Trust it or not, your opinion of it is irrelevant. We're already seeing it today. I mean, what did the president just do last week? Held a state dinner at the White House with 220 of his top crypto purchasers of his token. His first presidency, he called the entire crypto space a scam, a pyramid scheme, not real, fake, not backed by anything. And now look what's happening. It was just reported that 40% of the president's wealth right now he has earned since he was elected as president because he's been promoting crypto. So this is not something you're going to be able to avoid. The second thing that I learned is that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people. And what does that mean, the most amount of people? What that means is what Bill Gates said in 2014, that Bitcoin is freedom. Bitcoin is freedom. There's no barrier to entry. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what language you speak, man, woman, or child. Yes, child. There are some million Bitcoin millionaire children out there that figured this out. In fact, one of the first books I read was called the Early Bird Gets the Worm. I'm sorry, The Early Bird Gets the Bitcoin. And guess what? It was written by an 11-year-old. So these kids understand this. But it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you've got a college degree or not. It doesn't matter if you're already a success or not. And there's only three things that you actually need: a cell phone, internet access, and a willingness to learn. And when I figured that out, I said to myself, everybody needs to know this. The problem is, in this fourth industrial revolution, it's going to happen even though it's being televised. Most people are going to miss it because they don't even know that it exists or what to look for. And so I dedicated myself to not only earning a living and creating a life in this space, but to also teach as many people as possible. So at least I can say I tried to help. I gave people an opportunity and a chance. And 3 years ago, we created ILCA. And the parent company is actually registered as ILCA LLC. It stands for Ivy League Coaching Academy. Ivy League Crypto Academy is one branch within my company. And we've been operating for 3 years now where we are present almost daily, not just with crypto educational courses, but with our memberships and all the activities and things we have going on, especially what something we call the 5 day challenge. You might say, well, whoa, what is a 5 day challenge? Well, it's hard to, if you're just talking to somebody and trying to express to them that they need crypto education and you show them ILCA and say, wait a minute, you mean I have to pay for something? It, they don't understand the value of it. They don't understand why I should learn about it, why I should pay my time and attention. I'll just go to YouTube and watch a video, which doesn't do it justice. So once a week, in light of the Bitcoin boot camps that we used to do back in the day, we do something called the 5 day challenge, where for 1 hour a night from your home, all you have to do is log into Zoom. We cover 5 lessons on crypto, from what is the blockchain to how do cryptocurrencies work? How do I purchase crypto and wallets? What wallet should I use? And especially crypto security, so that by the end of the week, you have enough knowledge now to make an informed decision on, is this an industry I want to learn more about? Is this an industry I want to invest my time and money in? Or, nah, I don't want to do anything with it. You'll know what to do at that point. And then we'll extend. Oh, I'm still showing the wrong. Well, I always do that. The wrong screen. Here we go. Oh, I did the advanced screen. There we go. Okay. No, I still did the same thing. Hold on. I'll get this right. It's early for me. Saturday. Screen two. There we go. Okay. So you'll know by the end of the week whether or not this is something that you want to pursue and if you want to join our community to do it. Now, if you decide I do not want to have anything to do with ILCA, that's fine. But at least continue to learn more about crypto and crypto education. because not having this knowledge and information, you're doing yourself a disservice. And I'm a Morehouse man, and I'm very, very big on legacy. And one thing about this time is I know history. The gold rush was written about, the oil boom was written about, the airplane, the internet, the space race. This time in history is also going to be very, very big to our descendants. And they're going to say, wow, what was my grandfather doing when Bitcoin was first came out? Did they get involved in it? Because I said the same thing to my parents about the internet era. I was too young to invest in the internet and computer technology and all that kind of stuff. But my parents weren't. They had the means to do it. Did they? No, because they didn't understand how big this computer era with the internet was going to be. But there was no internet back then recording all of that either. But now your descendants are going to know exactly who you are, what you were doing during this time. They're going to be able to know what you had for dinner last night because you recorded on social media. They're going to see your face. They're going to be able to hear your voice, and they're going to see, was grandma on some BS or was she planning for the future and getting in on this crypto? My descendants will know I did everything in my power for our family to be position. And not only will they know that, they'll feel it because the things that I'm doing and the way I'm moving is changing our family tree for generations to come. And I want to be able to have you guys have that same opportunity and option. So with ILCA, we have our 5-day challenge. We also have memberships. We have our gold membership, our diamond membership, and our platinum membership. This goes beyond just courses. This is where you get our access to our community live at least 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And some of those days twice a day, like Tuesday and Wednesday, because we have Diamond class in the evening. So we do Inner Circle Crypto Talks Monday through Thursday privately. And then I do a public crypto talk on Saturday for the public. I always like to at least give something away for free. I also forgot, and I never mentioned this, and I got to start doing this, that when you register for our 5-day challenge, you also get some free stuff, a free ebook from us. And we're going to have a lot more free stuff that's going to be coming as well. But you can join one of our memberships from gold membership to platinum membership. And for those of you who say, well, Brandon, yeah, I hear that education is all good and whatnot, but I'm trying to make me some money. Great. Guess what? We have an affiliate program as well. If you're a gold membership and you sell this course to anybody else or share ILCA to anybody, you're going to earn 5% commission. Now, this is not network marketing. It's not MLM. There's no team building. There's no recruiting and making multiple levels. It's just you share with somebody who needs crypto education. They make a purchase, and guess what? You get paid. If you're a diamond member, you're going to earn 10%. If you're a platinum member, you're going to earn 20%. If you are a partner, and I'm not going to get into the partner today because Marnita broke that down this past Thursday night. But if you're a partner, you get 50%. 50%. Then we have our courses. 13 courses. I don't have them up on this screen, but 13, well, I can pull up here. And our crypto courses. We have 13 courses. Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, How to Trade Bitcoin and Crypto, Internet of Things, Decentralized Finance, NFTs, Metaverse, Web3, Tokenization, AI, Security, CBDC, Decentralization. More than 200 videos. Anywhere between 5 minutes to 30 minutes long. You stop, pause, rewind it. They're streaming, have access to it however you want and as you go. You can buy these courses individually for $350 each, or you can get them in a pack, bundle pack for only $750 in 4 different bundle packs, or you can get all the courses for $24.99. This is a $25,000 value and priceless. This information is priceless. Instead of looking at the cost, you need to look at what it's going to cost you not to get crypto educated. Thousands, millions of dollars in potential losses because you don't have the education. And I have seen it personally, and a lot of you know people that if they had some basic crypto education, they would have saved themselves from losing their life savings. And if you're a part of our community, this pays for itself, especially if you share it with others. Just in our inner circle, I have people, I've been doing inner circle crypto talks since 2017. People have made millions of dollars from the information that they've learned in my crypto talk. The last marketing team I had, the one guy who didn't even believe in crypto, made $100,000 in his first 30 days just listening to my crypto talk. And that was documented. That's a fact. Best is that my partners are selling my crypto education for less than this. So you can go to one of our partners and get all the courses for $9.99. Now, if you're a partner and you sell my courses, you earn $500 per sell. $500 per sell. So you talk about you want to make some serious money and then use that money to build your portfolio. And once you are a member, we have an app and our website where we have our own social media channels. So we can communicate with each other in our own back office system. And from here, you can also have access to all of the courses based on your level of membership, whether you either bought all the courses. See, if you're a gold member, you get access to Bitcoin 101. If you're a diamond member, you get access to the first six courses: 101, Crypto Advanced, Crypto Trading, Internet of Things, DeFi, and NFTs. And if you're a platinum member, you get access to all the courses. And everything we do is also recorded so that if you can't make it to any of our live events, you can be able to watch all of the recordings. We just finished security series, and right now we're on how to trade Bitcoin and crypto in our diamond classes that we do twice a week in the evening. Oh, by the way, diamond members, even though the market was going up, remember I had a buy order, and that was a classic example of it went the other way. So it would have been a while before I hit my mark, but I did something. I was going to wait till our next class, but I remember we're not doing anything next week, and so I had a choice to make. I could either um, cancel that order and re-enter at a different price. And I said, no, I'm going to sit on this. And I did. I just waited an extra day and my buy order hit. Oh, my sell order to hit too? I just made some money. Yeah, it just hit. I sold at 25 cents. So here's the thing. I bought at 25.21. I sold at 25.70. I bought, well, just look at this, just real quick. This is why you guys want to be a diamond member. I bought at 25.18, sold at 25.43, bought 25.15, sold at 25.92, bought 25.21, sold at 25.70. This is my last one. So with this, because this was over 2%, I've made now 9% profit on my money in the past 5 days. Since when did we start doing that live trading? Wednesday. Since Wednesday. I've made 9% since Wednesday, and I'm not even trying. I was only doing it teaching our diamond members. This is why people always say, well, Brandon, when I tell the story that when I started in this space, I started with $30. $30 in my education. People think you need to have a whole lot of money. I was talking to my mom yesterday because she was flipping out that Bitcoin went to $111,000. And she was like, I knew I should have done more back then. I said, it's still not too late. But she's dollar cost averaging, but she wants to do a whole lot more. I said, it's still not too late. But I didn't start with a lot of money. I started with 30 bucks and I flipped that into six figures in a couple of months because of my education, not with a trading bot or any of that kind of stuff, my education. And so I wanted to prove to our community how to do that. So now, those of you in the diamond class, you have proof and evidence live in front of you that it's possible with the education. So we spent a month going over all of the key things, knowing how to read the charts, what that all means. And now we're starting to execute trades, and I'm already at 9% in 3, 4 days, 3 days. This is Saturday. Yeah, 3 days, 9%. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place a buy order. I'm going to get right back into it. I might do a couple of more and see how much I can get to by the time we do our next diamond class. But this is why you want to be a part of our community. Now, speaking of, and for those of you who say, well, Brandy, yeah, I'd love to know more about what you guys are going on and get plugged in, get back to the person who is inviting you. And I encourage you all to as well register to our YouTube channel so that because I'm streaming live on our YouTube channel right now. So if you register on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/at ILCA VIP so that you'll be able to get all the dings and updates and videos that we put out. You see, I'm live right now. Oh, and I got something I've been doing behind the scenes that only a few people know about. I've been in the gym. I'm getting ready for the summertime. Last year, you guys remember, I was always in the swimming pool and whatnot, and that was a big thing for me. Going swimming without my shirt on. Yeah, I was that guy that always had a shirt on. Well, this summer, oh, you think I did something last year? Wait till this summer. But I've been doing some lives at the gym. I'd be going at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And before the day even begins. I've been doing it quietly. But yeah, you can see and have access to all of our videos that we have on our channel and whenever we are live. Yeah, I'm live right now. What's going on? But make sure you register. Next up, what I want to do is I want to bring back to the table Miss Casa. But yeah, go ahead and get back to the person who invited you so that you can get their link to be able to see if you want to join our community. And you can sign up without having to pay anything right now. Just by going to registering for our 5-day challenge, you'll get a free ebook at the same time. And then, take a peek at what we got going on. If you decide you want to join later on, that's perfectly fine. But the person who invited you will give you a link. Okay, so I want to bring back up Miss Casa to talk about two events we got. We got the Vegas event next week and the Chicago event in July, and then we're going to go into crypto talk. So, Miss Casa, are you there?
Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
All right, I'm super excited. I'm so excited, you guys. Before I even get started, I definitely want to give a large shout out to Miss Melanie Davis and Miss Sandy Lynn and Miss Joyce Easley. These women have been putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort to make sure that we have a beautiful, beautiful event in Chicago. So I'm super excited about that. But let's go ahead and talk about Las Vegas since that's only 3 days away. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Okay, you guys. Yes, thank you, ladies. You are truly appreciated. Do you guys see the restaurant?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I just want to be sure I was sharing the right screen. Okay, so when we get to Vegas, we have a phenomenal itinerary. Those of you who are going to Las Vegas, if you have not done so already, please shoot me a private message. We will be creating a special WhatsApp group for everyone going to Las Vegas where we will give you updates on where we're at, where we're going, what we will be doing. But the itinerary is basically on the 27th. We will spend all day long at the Bitcoin convention. I don't know about you, but I am super excited not only to hear some of the speakers that are there, but to be able to see all the new stuff coming out regarding blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. So we will be at the convention from 9 a.m. to about 3 p.m. We will have a wonderful meet and greet dinner at the Black Tap Craft Burgers and Beer. Now, you guys, this restaurant is located in the Venetian, so it's easy to go from the conference to this restaurant. As you can see, this is the Black Tap Craft Burgers and Beer Cafe. We chose this one because it is a very, let's say, fun environment. We are able to go there. We can walk around, we can mingle with each other, give hugs, laughs, and we don't have to worry about it. As you can see, hello, I don't know about you, but I'm a foodie girl. Okay, so I love good food. And as you can see, look at this. I am so super excited. So we have good food, good friends, family, and lots of fun going on. That is for Tuesday night. Then on Wednesday, we are back at it at the convention again from 9 to about 3 p.m. On Wednesday night, we will be having a Venetian walk. We will be doing a Move Quest walk for about a mile. We're going to be taking pictures. We're going to be encouraging each other, showing off our skills of walking since most of us are in Move Quest. And so we'll be doing that like around 7. And then Thursday, depending on what Mr. Ivey's schedule is, he might have to leave a little earlier than everyone else. But if you are still in Las Vegas on Thursday morning, we'll see about possibly meeting up for breakfast, giving hugs, and then saying goodbye. So that should be a wonderful, wonderful experience for all of us in Las Vegas. Now let's get down to Chicago. All right. Now, Chicago is 3 fun, exciting days of learning, of inspiration, motivation. We have men up there talking about the future of finance. We have women up there talking about the future of finance. We have opportunities that you guys don't even know that ILCA is putting together for you. We have a wonderful, wonderful meet and greet dinner that will be happening that Saturday night. Miss Melanie has chosen a wonderful place. I am so super excited to go to this restaurant. So on my screen, you guys, these are just some pictures so you can kind of get an idea of the good time we are planning on having. This is the restaurant where we will be having our meet and greet dinner on Saturday night. That is the Homewood Brewing Company. If you guys want the link, just let me know. I can send it to you. But this ambiance, look at this place. It's open, it's fun. Look at that food, good food. Again, we're meeting up with family. We're going to just be done listening to some great motivation, some good information, and then we can all gather together, talk about what we just learned, talk about our future plans, and have a wonderful, wonderful time. Then that Sunday, for those of you that are ready to take this to the next level, we have a wonderful Sunday masterclass that I personally will not miss. We will be having speakers from people that you know in our community, some people that you don't know that are bringing some wonderful information. And I will be up there for the first time doing my first public speaking appearance, you guys. So I need you to be there and give me that positive energy so I don't freeze up on stage. But other than that, you guys, and this is just the beginning. I just want to tell you that this is just the beginning, and these events are going to get bigger and better every time we have one. So with that, Mr. Ivey, back to you.
All right, now make sure you guys go to ilcaevent.com to
Yes,
register.
yes.
ilcaevent.com, register it. Also, we have a block of hotel rooms that is the cutoff June 9th at that discount.
I believe so. We'll put that information in the group for
Yes,
everyone.
yes. So make sure you guys get that and get that set up and ready to go. So we're excited about that. That's going to be our first official ILCA only event. Actually, yeah, I think we're a 3-year-old company because we did a marketing event the first time, but this is going to be our first official ILCA event and boot camp that I've done in years. So I'm looking forward to that. It's not going to be the last. I'm already planning for a next one in November and then one we don't know where yet. We're going to get a poll out for you guys. The main cities I'm kind of looking at is either Atlanta, Houston, Dallas. But I'm already planning for February next year here in Los Angeles too. My own backyard. There's a reason I've never done any events in my own backyard, but this one, I am going to do one in my own backyard next year. So we're getting prepared for that. So we look forward to seeing all of you guys. Plus, Ms. Casas mentioned something about other events, other things that we have. Like I say, I know what you guys need, which is education, but I also know what you want, which is to make some money. And I fully believe now, if you've been following me the last couple of months, I've been doing a series about the MLM and network marketing industry and how I kind of left that. I have not been directly involved in a year and a half. And that is where I made a name for myself for the last 25 years. This was walked me off my job. So to move from that industry is a big thing. And what I moved into is I fully believe on now, looking for ways that we can make money without having to sell a product and without having to recruit anybody. Passive income is what I'm looking at. And there's 3 opportunities right now. You all only know of one. And I want to mention this because this is big. We got a countdown clock that should be up right now called MoveQuest. And let me actually even go to it and I'll share screen to see if that countdown clock is up. It may not be. I just saw a mention of it. So let me refresh screen. Let me share screen. I don't think it is up, man. Miss Kasi, let me know if I missed anything on that about on the MoveQuest side. MoveQuest.com. Oh, not star yet, just MoveQuest.com. Not even app. Is it up? Now, what the countdown? Yeah, it is. 8 days, 15 hours, and 22 minutes. We will be launching the new MoveQuest app. This is a long time in the making. We expected and wanted to have this launch last September. So we've been waiting a long time to get to this point, and this will be like a relaunch of this brand. And that's how I'm going to be treating it. So we've got a countdown where on August 1st, oh my gosh, June 1st, that's Sunday, June 1st, there's going to be a launch party that's going to be taking place on Zoom with the creator of the project, Miss Lynette Artin. And then on Monday, June 2nd, I will be doing the presentation that morning when the launch is the app is launching at that time. And Herschel Crow, right after my presentation, will be doing a hold hand training session about the new app for everybody. So this is big. So we're 8 days away from that taking place. And Ms. Casa even said in Vegas, we're going to be doing a little walk for MoveQuest. And in Chicago, Ms. Casa will be also doing the presentation. So this is very, very exciting to have. And when we talk about being able to make money without having to recruit, this community has earned almost $38 million since last September without having to recruit anybody, just on your physical activity alone. So that's one. But then there's two more that I'm involved in that I have not shared publicly at all. And these are two programs that I am going to, and I say this out loud, I will be making seven figures in investments. One is designed specifically for the minority community, especially minority business owners, and I strongly suggest, and I've been saying this all year, if you don't have an LLC, register for an LLC. You'll understand why later. But get your LLC. But we're moving into the investment side of things, business side of things, family trusts, the ability to earn passive income. That's business credit, getting a line of, if you have no money, what does Robert Kiyosaki always say if you read his books? You can go from nothing to something and very quickly. And I am proof because I've been going through the system and Marnita's smiling because she's seen it. She saw my bank account. She knows it's real. And then the second one is optional for everybody. And I just officially yesterday, yeah, yesterday I'm officially involved in what I did should make me an extra 5,000 a month without me doing anything. And my goal is to get to an extra 20 to 25,000 a month with that program. So I'm being vague right now because this isn't something we're going to be talking about publicly again. It will only be shared with our private community and our inner circle, and especially them first. And then we're going to have a private training on Sunday with that. And Mr. Crow will be out too to be talking about something. I'm already saying too much. But if that's the stuff you guys like, and it's not for everybody, okay? We're not talking about, pennies and dimes here. On serious people only. So let's jump into our crypto talk. Normally, when I do crypto talk, we're looking at what's going on in the world because what's going on in the world can impact what our market in crypto is doing and what moves we make. It's what helps me when I'm trading. You want to know why I also did not make that move on the reset my buy order? Because I saw the news and I saw Donald Trump was saying some stuff and he was talking about bringing on tariffs against Apple Computer and bringing on tariffs against the EU 50%. And I knew the market was going to mess up, and it did. Look at the Dow down 256 points, S&P 39, Nasdaq. Even the futures is slightly down. So we'll see how this happens on Monday. Well, Monday is Memorial Day, so Tuesday morning. Europe definitely dropped on that news. Asia, though, we're like, whoa, he's not talking about us at least this week. He's focusing on Europe, Harvard, and Apple. So the Asian market rose just a bit. Uh, Let's look at what's going on in the crypto space. Crypto, on the other hand, reached all-time highs. But on that news, it came down. And when it came down, it hit my order. And again, I can show that my buy order I had set at 25.21, but at the time it was already in the 2600 range and looking like it was going to keep going up. But I held steady. I didn't make a move. I didn't panic or nothing. I don't do losing trades. I don't. And I've got the proof and evidence to show that as well. Sometimes it just takes more patience. But I knew that was going to happen and it hit my mark. And then went in and put another sell and it hit that mark again. So the crypto market cap today, what are we looking at? Down 2.9% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is at 61% dominance, Ethereum 8.7%, Bitcoin sitting at 108,000 from 111 the other day, down 0.5%. Ethereum is down 0.8%. I'm waiting for this to pop. In fact, I'm waiting for the alt market to explode. That's where I'm going to make most of my money. When not Bitcoin going up, but all of these other tokens going up. Ripple down 1%, Solana down 3.4%. Doge is down 4. Now, here's the thing. While these tokens went down, I still made 9% on my money. This is what I say. Even when the market's going down, I make money. I make more money when the market's going down than going up. Any outlier here? Whoa, Tron went the other way. Tron is up 1.3 while everybody else is in the red. Anyone else? Leo token, Monero barely. BitGet token up 1.2. Pi Network. Whoa, Pepe dropped 7.4. Oh, Aave really went up 4.3, went opposite. 19.5% on the week. This is an outlier. Yeah. Well, Monero did too, 19% on the week. BitGet 14% on the week. Hype went up 31% on the week. Okay. So best performers. Aave is up 4.3. Nexotron, BitGet. All right. Worst performers. That was best performers. Worst performers. Jupiter is down 9.6. Bonk 9.4. Janelle token 9%. Celestia, Floki, Fartcoin, Ethna, Pepe. Okay, this is all following suit. All right, what is MQT doing right today? MQT is, well, there was a spike here recently. Was there a big sell and then smart contract kicked in? Let me see. Yeah, smart contract kicked in big time. 624 MQT. So it was at $8.82. Smart contract brought it back to $9.18. Well, what was the big sell? Let's see if I can spot that. Here's 119 token sell. Looks like, is that the only big one? That was immediate and still in the $8 range. 50 token sell. There's got to be another big one. No, I don't see it. Just a whole lot of small cells. Okay, so we'll see. Well, one thing I would suggest, just as a thought, if the app is launching in 8 days, and it's the one thing everybody's been waiting for, you might want to get your hands on as much MQT as you can right now. I'm just saying. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just saying. All right. Now, Normally, I would read a whole bunch of articles on the latest crypto news of the day, but right now I am on this whole social engineering, how $330 million was stolen without hacking, the dark power of social engineering. Now, on Thursday night, we covered the first three. A stark reminder of social engineering's power, decoding the laundering tactics after the attack. What is social engineering and crypto crimes, and what psychological tactics are involved? So now we're going to do four. Why crypto users are vulnerable to social engineering attacks. All right, you ready? Let's get into this. Crypto users are particularly susceptible to social engineering attacks due to a combination of technological and behavioral issues. These include irreversibility of transactions, lack of recourse, high value targets, and over reliance on trust. Once a crypto transaction is confirmed, it is final. There is no central authority or support team to reverse a mistaken transfer or a fraudulent withdrawal. Social engineers exploit this by tricking victims into sending funds or approving malicious wallet permissions, well aware that recovery is virtually impossible. Mhm. So this is not like the bank. You see something wrong on your bank, you call up customer support. Oh, I think there was fraudulent charge, and I want to cancel that. I need a recharge and get my money back. Nah, not once it's done, it's done. Anonymity and lack of recourse. DeFi thrives on anonymity, which also empowers scammers. Attackers can hide behind pseudonyms and fake profiles, often impersonating support staff, influencers, or developers. Victims have little to no legal or institutional support after an incident, especially across borders. High value targets. Whales, NFT collectors, and DeFi project founders are frequent targets of fraudulent activities due to the large sums they control. Social engineers often tailor sophisticated scams such as fake job offers, investment pitches, or urgent support calls to manipulate these high-end users. Over reliance on trust in online communities. Crypto culture emphasizes decentralization and peer collaboration, but these can foster a false sense of confidence. Scammers exploit this openness in Discord, Telegram, and decentralized autonomous organizations to gain credibility before striking. Together, these factors make crypto users highly susceptible to human-centric attacks, more than users of traditional finance. So did you know? Unlike traditional hacks, social engineering doesn't target code. It targets people. This is why I say education is key. Education is everything. They're not targeting your system. They're targeting you, and they're looking for the people who are less educated because you are it's like a lion in the savannah picking off the weakest one in the herd. You don't want to be seen as the weakest one out there. It is low tech but high reward, exploiting trust, emotion, and routine to steal assets in seconds. Number five, common crypto-specific social engineering tactics. Fraudsters use customized social engineering strategies to trick and exploit unsuspecting crypto users. To protect yourself from these scamsters, you must be well aware of their various tactics. From phishing scams and impersonation attacks to malicious downloads, you must have a broad idea of how these methods work. Here are some prevalent tactics that fraudsters use. Phishing scams. And guess what? See, I didn't write this article, but I was prepared. So if we go to our membership section and we go to our security courses, so if you read in the news about some phishing scam, do you even know what that is? Well, if you're an ILCA, you will. I got a 16-minute course talking about protecting against phishing scams right here for you. So phishing scams. Attackers craft deceptive emails or messages resembling those from established crypto platforms, subtly pushing users to click on malicious links. These links take users to counterfeit websites that mimic legitimate crypto exchanges or wallets, prompting users to input sensitive information like private keys or login credentials. Impersonation attacks. Now they're using AI because I've been impersonated through my voice, and people have made hackers have made videos of me and my voice to try to scam other people. So scammers pose as trusted figures or support staff on platforms like Discord and Telegram. By mimicking official channels or personnel, they convince users to divulge confidential information or perform actions that compromise their wallets. Fake airdrops. One of my wallets, I just got some fake airdrops as well. Tactics involve enticing users to connect their wallets to claim non-existent rewards. Users who fall prey to these tactics often end up losing their assets. Malicious downloads. Users are lured with promises of free tools or software stealthily loaded with malicious code. Once downloaded, the malware shares confidential information with its handlers. And I taught in our diamond classes on security, about having your computer with the latest security software, using VPNs to protect yourself, and not clicking on nothing. Let me make sure that my VPN is on. What? Why did I disconnect? Oh, I was doing something with the bank. Let me get back in. Yeah, all right. Now I'm connected. Huh. You see how easy that was? I could have got. All right. Make sure you got all that up. Once downloaded, the malware shares confidential information with its handlers. Honey traps and fake job offers. Fraudsters create alluring profiles or job postings targeting developers and project founders. Once trust is established, they manipulate victims into sharing sensitive data or granting access to secure systems. Pretexting and quid pro quo. Attackers may fabricate scenarios, such as offering exclusive investment opportunities or lucrative rewards to extract information or access from victims. Understanding these tactics is crucial for crypto users to safeguard their assets. Vigilance, verification of sources, and skepticism toward unsolicited offers can mitigate the risks posed by social engineering attacks. So all of this stuff I talk about in our crypto security series. Number six, case studies of crypto social engineering attacks. There have been several scams in the crypto domain exploiting human weaknesses. Fraudsters use clever tactics like phishing and impersonation to steal digital assets. These case studies provide key insights to boost awareness and prevent losses. Let me ask a question. Type it in the chat box. Have you ever been scammed out of some money in crypto? Type me in the chat box and raise your hand. I have. Yeah, it's happened to me too. Just one, it was an opportunity. Do you know how much money? People think that, well, just because you've been successful, you haven't lost money, or if you do lose money, it's not a lot. Let me give you a number here. I was scammed out of 778 Ethereum. How much is Ethereum worth today? 2556. So what is that times 2556? That's $1.9 million that I earned. So it happens to the best of us. Okay. So when you see somebody, oh, I got scammed by 1,000 or 5,000, yes, I can feel your pain, but I can also guarantee you haven't lost as much as I have. But I've also made a lot as well. So, anyways, and that wasn't because of a social engineering scam. That was because of a CEO of a company pulling some fake death scam, and taking everybody's money. But I lost it. It wasn't in my control. All right, let's go back. Ronin network attack. In March 2022, the Ronin network, which powers Axie Infinity, suffered a $600 million exploit. Investigators revealed the hack stemmed from a social engineering attack. Lazarus Group posed as a fake company and sent a job offer PDF to a senior engineer with Ronin Network. When the file was opened, it installed spyware that compromised validator nodes. This breach allowed attackers to authorize massive withdrawals that went undetected for days. There has been a security breach on the Ronin network. Uh-huh. Now, Lazarus Group, I mean, imagine a state government endorsing an entire department of their government to steal crypto from people around the world. That's what North Korea is doing with this group. The Lazarus Group, a North Korean leaked cybercrime unit, has been using fake job offers to target crypto employees. In one such case, they created fake recruiter profiles on LinkedIn and sent tailored job offers to engineers at blockchain companies. Oh, by the way, for those of you that were also a part of that same project that I was and we lost all that money, you notice a sign because we were attempting to bring crypto education to that community. Remember that? And yet the people behind it and the top leaders were completely against it. In hindsight, I'm glad they didn't. I did not have a partnership with them. But they did not want their community being educated. Remember that? So now, anytime you see any group that's hesitant and dragging their feet or don't want to do anything with crypto education, you always want to look at them with a side eye as a rule of thumb. So anyways, engineers clicking on the job documents offered malware infections. Fraudsters getting access to the wallets culminated in them stealing digital assets worth millions. Discord phishing scams. Now, oh, and let me say this as well. Why education? Now, when I say that I had lost 1.8 million, yes and no, because the amount of money that I had invested, I actually made back. That extra was extra from the program doing what it was supposed to do. So no, I don't have a 1.8 million missing from my bank account. And the money what's my 4 rules in crypto? Rule number 2, only use money you can afford to lose. And rule number 3, get your money back as fast as possible. That's what I did. So I still was in profit off of that. But I could have had an extra $1.8 million at the same time had they done what it's supposed to do. And that is also why education is important. So even if you run up into a situation where something that was planned to go one way doesn't work out your way and it's no fault of your own, you don't lose. What's rule number 1? Education is key. Education is everything. That's rule number 1. Now, did you know many social engineering attacks happen during project launches or major announcements? Hackers time their scams for peak traffic using fake links that mimic official posts to steal funds from unsuspecting users. All right, now there was 2 more. 7, 8. I'm going to do this because I did want to hop on. There's a special MoveQuest training that's about to start right now. But I'm going to read this next 2 and then I'm going to hop off because these are the last 2. So number 7, how to protect yourself from social engineering attacks in crypto. Yeah, number 1, get educated, okay? Crypto users face an increasing wave of social engineering attacks, from fake job offers to Discord phishing links. To stay secure, you and the crypto community need to take proactive steps to build awareness and deter attacks. Verifying identities and URLs. Always double check usernames, domain spellings, and URLs before clicking. Use official channels to verify announcements or job offers. Multi-factor authentication. Enable MFA or two-factor authentication on all accounts to make it harder for fraudsters. We actually have a lesson in security on that. Where is it here? Yeah, two-factor authentication and wallet security. Use hardware wallets to store funds securely for the long term. Use hardware wallets as they reduce the risk of remote access. Do we have a lesson on that? Oh, look at this. Hardware versus software, a security comparison. Community education. Uh-huh. What do you think ILCA is? Circulation of scam alerts and regular security training sessions. That's what we do. For crypto users can help raise awareness about the prowling crypto scamsters. In crypto talk, we learn a lot of stuff. And that's where I first heard the term crimeware as a service. And I wrote a lesson on it, crimeware as a service. We learn from other members in our community about scams that family members of theirs have been through or that you have noticed, and we bring it up and we look at it. Things I've never heard of, like the Zoom scam. I would, if I didn't know about that, I would have fell victim to the Zoom scam. Role of social platforms and devs in prevention. Platforms like Discord and Telegram should implement a reporting mechanism with quick responses. They can integrate transaction warnings and wallet connection alerts to deter social engineering attacks at the source. And then finally, 8, help available to elderly victims in the event of crypto attacks. You guys want to know who the first victims are? That the targets? Baby boomers. They're the number one targets right now. Several types of aid are available to elderly victims of cryptocurrency hacks to help them recover their possessions. Here is an insight into various options at hand. Victims can file a formal complaint with law enforcement agencies, such as cybercrime units and local police, who can carry out investigations. Many countries have financial fraud helplines that provide victims with counsel. They may discuss the fraudulent act with their lawyer, who would help them understand their rights and legal support available. Nonprofits and advocacy groups in the U.S., such as the American Association of Retired Persons, AARP, provide support to senior victims of scams. Crypto exchanges may assist victims by freezing suspicious transactions if alerted early. They may also contact blockchain analytics firms or crypto recovery services to assist in tracing stolen assets, though positive outcomes aren't assured. See, the thing about blockchain is everything is open on the blockchain. So you can see it. I've been monitoring this scammer address right here. The people behind this address stole from the MoveQuest community. And I'm watching this address that has $18 million in it. This is a scammer wallet address. And they are busy. They had at one point more than $60 million. They are busy. But the thing is, I don't know who they are, but I can see every transaction that they do and track it and see what's going on. And then let's see here. Legal aid organizers can help victims navigate the complex processes. It is helpful for older people to involve family members and caregivers to assist them in the aftermath of an attack. All right, that is a sneak peek at what we cover in the inner circle Monday through Thursday. When we come back from Vegas, I also want to do a series on this. What is a cryptocurrency mixer and how does it work? I want to do a series on that. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is what ILCA is all about. We invite you to be a part of our community. You want to get back to the person who invited you. They're going to show you how to join our community. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel and Facebook Lives because I'm going to do a lot of Facebook Lives next week. I'm going to do a lot of broadcasts from the Bitcoin 2025 event, and it's not going to be on Zoom. Okay, so just keep an eye on all of our channels. So I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that's the point. Thank you for being a part of us this Saturday morning, and we will see you guys, those of you in Vegas. We'll see you soon. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.